Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of SimCity here in Canuckia. As you can see from the research percentage and from, well, my bank account, I've been sitting here for a few SimCity days, and well, bam, we have unlocked the Space Center. So let's get right to it. Spin around here, go to this great work spot, Space Center, build it. Okay, this could take a few minutes. We'll alert you when it's approved. All right, fine. So, while that's happening, a couple of things I wanted to do. While that's been going on, we expanded the university. As you can see, the stuff highlighting down here. We've got a school of science. The reason I did that is because the school of science will allow us to start researching the more advanced nuclear reactors. So we're going to do that. And so once that's approved, once that's finished, we're going to be able to make Generation 2 reactors and then research Generation 3 and then replace those. And that'll just really increase the amount of power that we're going. Our mansion has been upgrading and upgrading again. We now have, what did I add? I added a party wing. Because, got a party. I also added that greenhouse over there. We're at the point where we're scrolling over here. You know what? We need a helipad. We absolutely need helipad. So we're going to throw that down. So we now have a choice of sports car, limo, or helicopter. Next, I think we've got a lookout tower, and then we've also got we need to find a spot for a pool. I don't know. Maybe we're going to have to delete that tennis court in order to place our pool. So, a couple of things here. We're going to let this event play out. And then I think that's going to be all she wrote for the Expo Center. I think I'm taking down the Expo Center. Reason being, well, you're going to see. I think at some point, because the room to expand in the region is obviously limited, for some reason I can't claim this. Because I do not own some of the content used to create it. It seems to be a glitch. Sometimes it could also be that whoever it is that took over that point had the pre-order package where they had the British and the French buildings. It could also be that they had the Cities of Future Tomorrow or Cities of Tomorrow, whatever it is. I'm always brutalizing that title, and just by merely having it, it can sometimes screw it up, even if no buildings have been placed from that package. One thing we did want to look into was the health of our citizens here. We are treating a fair amount of them, but it would be nice if people didn't die and make those groaning noises. So perhaps we need to be a little bit nice to them and throw down a hospital. Where the hospital is going to go is a question in and of itself. You know what? This event is completed now. So I think now is as good a time as any to delete the Expo Center. It's just a hassle. I'm finding it to be too much of a hassle, really, to keep it active. I'm forgetting about it. It is a pretty little thing, but yeah, it's just not doing. So we're going to throw the hospital probably right here is a good spot for it. Lots of people right there. And we've got a whole bunch of different things that we can throw on you, and we're going to, because we've got the amount of money per hour to do it. So we're going to throw down all the ambulances that we can. Like so. We've got a wellness center. That's interesting. Patient rooms wing. An emergency center. Time until death. 2 times the previous time. Yeah, let's do that. We don't want our Sims dying before we get to them. Over here we got a diagnostic lab. That's cool. Wellness center. Yeah, we'll set one up there. I guess that's sort of like an injury prevention thing. I'll set up our little sign right in the middle. Blammo. And maybe a little patient room wing we can throw on top of the diagnostic lab. Okay, so we're now losing over 30 grand an hour. But that's okay. we can eliminate this clinic here. Take her down. Bam. We're also looking to perhaps take down the fire station, because maybe we're going to put in the advanced fire station. Do we want to do that? I don't know. No, we've only one fire extinguished per day. I think we're doing a-okay as far as fire is concerned. However, we do have room now for some more people. So let's throw them down right here, like so. The other thing I was doing is I plopped down this secondary casino again down here in order to push us over that point, but it doesn't look like we got pushed over that. This thing is just making an enormous amount of money a day. Am I 121,000, almost 40,000, not quite 40,000. So we need to make a little bit more. This is flashing at me. Oh, phase 1 of 2. So, interesting. So I'm going to send the computer resources. Can I do that? Yep. I'm also going to send that resource, if I can. It's going to start draining money rapidly, but we have $14 million saved up. So as we send computers and as we send the alloy that we're actually purchasing, yeah, the alloy is going to take, like, that's 140 shipments we're talking of alloy, 170 shipments of fuel, and only 40 shipments of computers. So computers will go pretty quickly, I think. But the computers is what I'm relying on to keep me afloat here. That's the only thing. I'm really relying on it to keep me afloat. Okay, so that's nerve-wracking. Certainly nerve-wracking. Because as you get computers, you're just going to ship them right out. We're also going to be shipping out all of the alloy that we have. Was that was 14,000 tons of alloy? Is that, or 1,400 tons of alloy? I think it was 1,400 because I said it was 140 shipments. Each shipment is 10 alloy. Going to be interesting. So that's something that we're going to be chipping away at as we go along. The fuel, I have no oil under my city. No oil under my city. So we're really going to be looking for the other cities in this region who may have oil. I have no idea who that is. So fuel, we need fuel for our space center. So if you're on this region and you do have oil under your city, perhaps look into getting that sorted. Of course, once I'm done all this, I can always, because I do have a fuel storage lot, or access to it, I should say, and I can put it, buy it, and ship them. So there is that possibility that I can do that for us, no problem. But we do want to get that space center, see if we're alone in the universe. All right. Holy traffic jam in my city. Yeah, that's a lot of bumper to bumper. Oh dear, it's like Toronto during rush hour. Oh man, I have a headache just looking at that. Let's look away. It doesn't exist. I really like how much of an excess we have in power. And as this research keeps going on, it's just going to improve and improve and improve. What are we showing over here? Our storage is full, processor storage is full, is that what we're saying? Yeah, so you guys can't ship processors. You guys are out of alloy. But we've got delivery trucks that'll fix soon enough, I think. Hopefully. Unless it's just shipping the alloy to the space center and not concerning itself with shipping to me. We'll have to keep an eye on that. My resources are supposed to be going over there. Hopefully they're making their way. Where are you? It probably is a little bit delayed in registering what resources have gone to it. We don't want to be exporting you, actually. We want to be using locally because we're shipping them. Importing that, definitely. Let's start exporting a few processors because we do need a source of income here. And we should be able, because the processor factory seems to pump out processors a lot quicker than... yeah, no alloy, eh? It's concerning. We do have cars and things going there. Very curious, very curious. Alright. Worker shortage. I guess your whatever construction is taking a long time to get there, eh? Abandoned building? Why are you abandoned? Too much crime. There's so, like, I was watching this because this is kind of neat. If you go into the crime map, I'll show you right here. You can track where all the criminals are. Ooh. Oh, okay, there's a little bit of crime at the casino. You can track where all the criminals are as they go throughout the city. We actually do have quite a few criminals at large, eh? 13. And then they'll go and you can see the robbery start, and then you'll see the police officers driving around and going to it. You can see little handcuffs there. That means that they just stopped some sort of crime. If a crime is successful, then one of these guys will go across the screen there. So that's neat. Very neat. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. I really want this to be something. I really want this to be something productive. Perhaps if we make another computer. I don't know. I don't know. What do we have access to? Has somebody... I'm going to be interested to see. No smelting factory. So nobody has made a smelting division in the region just yet. So that's interesting. How are we here? Yeah, no, nobody has an oil refinery up in the region. So that's not so good. That's not so good. Interesting. Okay. So perhaps we do need to be getting on that. We certainly need to be getting on that bandwagon because we're going to need it. Yeah, look, no alloy going here. So we're going to have to go into the region mode. We're going to have to stop sending alloy. It's registered 20 of the tons that we've sent. We're going to have to stop sending it simply because it's I need the alloy for my computers. And it looks like all the delivery trucks are just focused on delivering the alloy to that. So we're going to have to pause that until we get that sorted. That's annoying because I don't know how I'm going to solve that. If I do like local deliveries of alloy on, was that just a temporary thing? I really don't know. I did set up that to export, yeah. Very curious, very curious. All right, let's find something to put there. We might be able to get a nice new casino to go there. A Roman luck casino. Sort of like a medium, and I haven't popped one of those down before. I don't think there's enough high wealth tourists in the region for that to make money. Although look at that, we do have not a whole lot, I suppose. Let's if I do that, that's more of a low wealth and a medium wealth. A little bit more of a focus on the medium wealth. Same sort of story as that. Yeah, let's go with the sci-fi. Let's plop a cool little sci-fi casino right here. And we'll see what we can do with this guy. Oh, there's a lot of cool stuff. So that's the celebrity stage. That's the entertainment division that we need. We've got a disco club. That's cool. You can set up the penthouse. Okay, rocket rooms. So we can set up... Let's set up a... Where can you guys go? Oh, you can go like over there. That's very neat. What do? You attract low wealth tourists. Okay, hollow sign. That's neat. Medium wealth tourists attracted per day, 600, 600. Or a casino marquee, and I can only choose one. Well, that looks really cool, so let's do that. Let's, over here, that's just that stuff. Doesn't look like there's any room to expand the actual gaming components in this, which is interesting to say the least. So, we'll plop down. I suppose we do want to leave room if we do decide just to throw down, yeah, maybe we do that. Go boom boom, boom boom, boom boom. So that people can come here and chill and stay. Well, bam. Alright, with that there, this is sort of obsolete. In fact, it's probably just going to drain resources. Both of them, actually, are probably just going to drain customers away from the other guys. So we're going to focus instead, we're going to put instead some, get this D-zone, because we're going to put in a little bit of commercial. We're going to throw that in right there. Yeah, we're going to finish dezoning you. We're going to delete that house, because that's probably in the way of my commercial expanding. And we'll throw that there. So that's going to be a commercial area, like a so. Down here where that was, it looks like some commercial buildings are going in. We'll get a few more, like that. Very exciting. That's a cool looking building. A very cool looking building. It's losing a bunch of money per day, but that's just because it ran a little while. That's going to change very shortly. It's got a lot of room for low wealth lodgers. Look at that, eh? Over here, how much room? You don't have near as much, but you have. Do you have more gaming floor? Yeah, you've got a bit more on the gaming floor side. That's interesting. That's very interesting. I wonder what makes me more money. I wonder what makes me more money. That would be very useful information if I do say so myself. We'll have to see. We'll have to keep our eye on that. Now we've got some warnings here. 2 buildings burned down per day. Jeez, just when I said that we don't need a new... Oh, look at this. We got the fire spreading up here. And then it's so far from my firefighters that it took a while to get there. That's the only problem. So we'll delete all of that. Yeah, rubble. Abandoned buildings. Well, just don't set any fires up here, guys, because with all the gridlock, it's going to take a while for my fire trucks to get there. So we're just going to close our eyes and pretend that didn't happen. How are we for our computers here? Still saying that we didn't send any computers. Well, we've got computers on the way, it appears, at least, slowly making the crawl. I've certainly have been sending computers to you. I certainly have, because I haven't been making money off of computers for a while. We've just been making money off of the processors here. And we're able to keep up with the processors in our computer facility, so that's good. As long as we can maintain that balance, that's all that I ask. And the processors should keep us afloat, actually. All right. How are you doing now? Still not making a whole lot. Expenses are that much. No, you're making a profit. It's just that not a whole lot of people are coming. Not as many as I'd like. Not as many as I'd like. But there was no room. It didn't look like there was any building to expand the actual gaming capacity of that. Whereas I know that there is room to expand the gaming capacity for you. So perhaps I want to do that. Yeah, and you're saying not enough shoppers. Well, What do I have? That's not approved. That increases. That increases a lot. A lot of. I can put a nice little sign on there. Bet you that attracts a whole bunch of tourists. That it does. Alright, so that should have been on there from the beginning, most likely. But that's okay. That's okay. Alright, how are you doing as far as your research is concerned? 33%. That's exciting. We expanded the sewage to treat that better. What else can we do? We've put down our health. We're running perfectly fine on our waste disposal. How's our mass transit doing? We've got our buses, only 40-minute wait. We're in the green. That's good. 16-minute wait. Look at all the riders coming in on the train. Holy cow. Be really good if we could sneak something in over here, but I don't know if we're going to be able to do that. It looks like that road is alleviating a lot of traffic, so we don't want to get rid of him. And we also got our extension wing on our college over there. How are you doing now? Now you're making money. Now you're making money. You've got that maxed out. That's what I like to see. So that's going to make a lot of money per day now. You're earning less money per day now that the other guy's down. Is that what's happening? Maybe you just had a slow hour or two. All very interesting. How are you guys? Nope, not you. You. Oh, it registered one, at least one of my things. We've got a wellness van that we could potentially send out. Everybody, do I have an Oprah moment here? I think I do. You get an ambulance. Over here. You get an ambulance. You get an ambulance. And you. And you. There we go. Everybody gets an ambulance. Except for the empty point. Or, no, this one's the empty one. You don't get an ambulance. Because you're nobody. You abandoned the city. Marked up my region. That's okay. That's okay. I think we're doing well as far as our health is concerned. Yeah. Everything's no patients waiting. We've got a lot of patient room, or patient capacity, I should say. You're now making 19 grand a day. You're making a lot more than that. It's just it hasn't been consistent with you. You're making 63 grand a day. Again, you're making a lot more than that. It just hasn't been consistent today. That's fine. That's fine. We're doing well. We're doing well. Making money. Pushing forward. I think that's going to be it for today. Next episode, we'll probably be upgrading our nuclear power. Once we get all of our computers, once we get all of the computers we need sent to this facility, I'm thinking that what we may do is, well, we need to keep it running. Wait, I'll tell you what, once we have the space facility built, what we're probably going to do is we're probably going to have a large sum of money. And then I'm just going to flatten this city and rebuild. And we're going to come at it a completely different way. Now that I know all the nooks and crannies and the different things we can do, I've got some ideas. To make this city even better. And it'll be a completely new city with a new focus when we do get around to doing that. So that's something to look forward to in the future. Until next time, I will see you guys later.